So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. Finally, I've unfrozen. And this is a football debate show for opinion on football only. We don't deal with politics, insults, personal insults, or hate. And it's all about opinions on football, and that is it. So let's talk about football. Keep it chat clean. Be nice to each other in the chats, and smash the like button up. Obviously, back to life, back to reality with our football club at the weekend after we'd done a treble a couple of weeks back. Now all of a sudden there's 4 points in it, and Man City are purring along. But make sure you sub to all the lads. The links are pinned. Jezza, how are you, mate? Happy Monday.
Yeah, all good, mate. Yeah, bloody awful the day again today. It's just done nothing from 6:30 this morning to about an hour ago. It's rain. That's all it is now. Obviously, we're into the proper rainy times. But yeah, we need the water. We've still got a hose pipe ban down here. So, you know what I mean? It's one of them great things. But yeah, I'm all good, mate. I'm all good.
Happy days. DJ, how are you, mate?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good. Yeah, busy Monday start to the week. Weather appalling, but it's expected this time of year. Can't wait to get into it to sort of digest what happened the weekend. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some good things to talk about, and we'll see. We'll see what we have to discuss. I'm looking forward to it, my friend. And big up to everyone in the chat, and obviously the legendary panel as well.
Oh, bless, Matty. Happy Monday, mate. Please, you good?
Hey, glad to be back. Glad to be back with the fellas, man. Glad to be here. And as JB said, ready to get into this game this past weekend. We forewarned people for the last several weeks here that this was coming, and people scoffed and laughed at us and made memes. And well, we're here.
Yeah, there we go. Kenny, how are you, mate?
Been a long day at the funeral. God bless your soul, Sheila. But one thing I will say, and I tried to be serious. I really, really tried. But I want to thank Great Northern Lines for your trains being more than 15 minutes late. Because guess what? You've just paid for my large kebab with chips and a few chicken wings. So thank you very much for being half an hour late for the train, because I can claim half my fare. And every time you lot are late and you make inconvenience to me, all you've done is pay for my kebab later. So I just have to say to my wife, don't cook. Great Northern Lines have paid for my dinner. But babes, do you want a small kebab as usual with some garlic mayonnaise? Of course you can get that, because I can afford it.
I love you, Kenny. I swear to God. There's 250 in there, man. Fire the like button. All their links, like I said, are pinned. But Jez, you texted me earlier this afternoon saying that you wanted to share something. So take it away, mate. What would you like to share with the group?
Well, I thought I'd show a bit of real history, Lee. We talked about this last week. Something I bid on a few weeks ago, and amazingly, it's supposed to come tomorrow. Turned up this morning. I thought I'd just take this background off so you can see it properly. So you gentlemen can have a look at it. There we go. And this is proper history, people.
Let me just take the rest of us out, and I'll put you on full screen.
Blow them up, man.
Fair enough. This is a Dial Square advertisement pamphlet for Arsenal, or Dial Square's first ever football match, 11th of December 1886. Dial Square versus Eastern Wanderers on the Isle of Dogs, who became Millwall Engineers, and lastly Millwall. So this is the first ever game from first advertising pamphlet given out at the Foundry at Arsenal to the members or workers, if you want to call it. And I've been on an auction, and it is old, 139 years old. It's a bit tatty, very fragile, hence I've got these gloves on. But there you go, people. That's real history. I thought about lending it out to Arsenal Football Club, but I've decided against it. I thought, nah, sod it. They won't appreciate it. So there you go. That's the oldest bit of memorabilia I've got. And I have to say, I'm very chuffed with it. I'll leave it there, people. I'll leave it there.
That is absolutely amazing.
That's incredible.
Absolutely amazing.
That's probably the only one on the planet.
Yeah.
That is proper dial square.
That's history.
That is history, bro. That is old as
Historical.
Better history than that.
wow.
Wow.
And Lee knows I'm a little bit of a collector, so if you see him, be like, wow, that is unbelievable right there. Just kudos to you, my friend. What a piece of history.
Hey, don't spill red wine on it.
Yeah,
For God's sake.
put
that away right now.
You see, he looked like one of the police kind of forensic, like forensic officers. Look at the gloves in it. Don't touch, no finger.
Yeah, that's a bit worrying seeing Jez in them blue gloves. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, forensic as well.
I'm afraid, Jez.
Can you imagine my fish fingers on there? My big fish fingers on there? No, not at all.
You won't get your hands in them gloves, Kenny.
No, I'm talking about the program. Jez would never let me use fish fingers on the program, would he?
Especially after a kebab, you ain't handling that.
That's incredible, though, Jez. I remember when you said
Well
the other
done,
day
man.
to me, I was like, wow. Yeah, and you said that you won you put the bid in right at the end. Well, you obviously bid on it, but then you just sat back and you put the bid in right at the end, just as the hammer was about to go down.
Yep.
That's quality.
Class, isn't it?
It's called snipering. I bid up against a guy from America, and this guy,
It wasn't me.
it wasn't Matty.
How do you know it worked, Matty?
This guy lives in New York, and he's a massive collector of memorabilia, all kinds of sports memorabilia. And I thought, no, that ain't going out the UK. That's staying in England. That's when I said to you the other night, Lee, I said I thought about contacting Arsenal to say, would they like to display it? I'm going to have it framed, actually. And would you like to put it in the museum? But I thought, nah, stuff them. I often once before they turned me down, so no, I'm not going to have it again. So
no, get it framed, mate. Get it framed, 100%.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's class, Jez. Yeah, fair play to you, man. Probably the only one on the planet as well. So, yeah, mad, absolutely mad. Listen, smash these likes up, yeah. We're going to start with Matty. We're going to do it slightly different order today because Matty wants to talk about a certain player that plays for our football club. I don't know what you're going to say, Matty, but the floor is yours, my friend.
Gentlemen, chat, everybody. We're going to change a little bit of the attitude there. We're going to get down to some serious business here. We've got a problem in this football club. We've got a major problem in this football club. I went back and rewatched that game this weekend. I watched the highlights Saturday night with Lee. Went back yesterday. I said, I'm going to sit down and watch this game. Hence, Kenny, this is why I didn't get back with you yesterday. Because I was sitting here rewatching this circus that I watched on Saturday. I want to get a good synopsis of it. I've got timestamps, but I'm not going to go through everything here. I'm going to go through a couple of photos here because, see, I'm a person that seeing is believing. And a lot of this fan base has been looking at Zubamendi. They have seen it, he came in and everybody's, oh, he's going to do this. He's going to break this. He's going to unlock that. Okay, well, we're going to show you a little bit of what he unlocked this weekend. For anybody who has a pen and paper nearby, I can give you some timestamps to check this stuff out. At the 27th minute, 15 seconds, you just watch Zubamendi all the way to the goal to score. Lee, I'm going to share my screen right quick. I'm going to share my screen because this brother here, as I told Brother JB last night, I'm going to start referring to him as the defensive Odegaard. This is the defensive Odegaard of this team. Same thing, different position. This is the lead up into the first goal. I want you all to see where Zubamendi is. Right there. Right here. Look at him. Look at his player. He's looking here over here at what's about to happen. Now, Kenny, JB, Jez, Lee, we've all played football in some shape, form, or fashion, whether it be professionally, whether it be just around the park Sunday afternoon. The defensive midfielder's position job is to do what? To sniff out what? Danger. He is the first line of defense to protect the defense and to assist when needed on the pitch. He's standing here. He sees Declan is already in a precarious position. And what does he do? He just stands right there and watches. So we'll go to the next frame. Now he's trying to figure out what to do after the player has the ball. Look at this. He doesn't know what to do. So then what happens, ladies and gentlemen? What happens as a result of this? They end up scoring. They end up scoring. Everybody gets carried away. Crossbar. Oh, he hit the crossbar. Oh, he passed the ball here. What was his position when he came to the football club? He was coming in off the back of who leaving? Thomas Partey. Now, regardless of what we think about Thomas Partey off the pitch, on the pitch, Thomas Partey was probably one of the best defensive midfielders we've had in God knows how long at this football club. And anybody that's been following this football club for the last 20 years know that we have had a massive problem with getting a true defensive midfielder after Patrick Vieira left this football club, and Diaby could not stay healthy. Anybody who has followed this football club for an extended period of time knows that this has been one of our sore spots. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially back to that problem again. There's several things here that we can look at with Zuma. I'm going to take this one down, Lee.
Sorry, keep that one there for 2 seconds, mate.
Go ahead, Lee. And
that was off of a free kick in their own half that weren't a free kick. Zubimendi made the foul, but it weren't a foul. He gave a foul. He won the ball. Look at the state of that defensive shape. Off of one long ball from their half into ours. Look at the state of that. Who's that the furthest back? Is that Gabriel? The furthest to the 6 yard towards our goal. That's Saliba. Saliba.
That's Magalhaes. That's Magalhaes. That's Calafiore.
Yeah,
that's Timber there. Timber's right
down there. Yep. Look at the state of that shape. Yeah, that's right behind him.
Yeah. Can I just pick out another thing as well? He's driven that top corner, but look at Timber. Why ain't he getting back to pick up this guy? Because Saliba's going to engage there. Why ain't he getting back quick enough to look at it? He could have even squared that to the player in the middle, look, on the penalty spot.
And that was off of a free kick in their own half.
Yeah. So he had options. He had options. He went on to finish that, but he had an option just to lay it off on the penalty spot there. Look at Timber. Look, he's looking at the ball. He's still looking at the ball.
Yeah. Isn't that part of the complacency where during previous games, everyone says Arsenal such a great defence that, that teams can't play through us and teams can't overload us. But what Sunderland did during that game is that for the first time this season, throughout most of the 90 minutes, yes, we had most of possession, but why always belie the myth that when they said, every team's cannot be penetrated? Of course, you'll be penetrated. If you do this, if you get the bodies in the box, even there are times where against teams like Fulham, you try to be too intricate. That's not an issue because they haven't got a player who's going to take a risk or defending midfielder. And what Sunderland did against us, it wasn't the pressing. It wasn't the harrying. What it was the playing at pace and taking risks and getting bodies in the box, turning our defence. You look at the second goal, how our defence get turned. Look at the amount of times where we forced Gabriel and Saliba to defend, where you know what I mean? And what's happened is that they haven't had to do that. So this is the first proper test. And it doesn't matter how good your defence is. If you get bodies forward and you play at pace and you get defenders to defend rather than drop off, then this will happen. And this is what we've got to learn. That's why I always say, you don't win the league in November, but these are basic mistakes. Yeah, they're basic mistakes, but a lot of that is to do with pressure. This team has not been put under pressure since the Liverpool game.
We've been winging it. We've been winging it.
They've had it easy.
Yep. This was a reoccurring theme. Lee, I'm going to take this one down. I'm going to shout it the next set here, and this is really going. It made me have hair that stood up on my head when I saw it. I hadn't had hair in 20 years. Look at this right here. This is the lead up to the this is I think this is the first scare we had in extra not extra time, but right before they scored the goal. It's in the second half here. Look at the defensive shape here. Just look at the defensive shape right here. You've got Zubamendi right here. Look at him. He's doing this. He's sitting here trying to figure out what to do again. Declan Rice is playing off of the player.
He's so overrated, isn't he?
Look at Calafiore. Back completely turned to the player. You look at Magalhaes. He should be in front of the player. Then look at Saliba. I told y'all last year, I'm seeing a problem with Saliba. He gets too casual at times.
Mm.
And if you notice, this is when he comes down. This player slides in here. Timber has to commit to two players, by the way.
Yeah, because that guy can run off at the back of Saliba.
Yeah. So he's in no man's land.
So that's potentially free because he's got two there, and then the one could run off at the back of Saliba. He's going to have to go and cover him as well.
Yeah, and then right here, Zubamendi has two options: either A, provide help for Timber so that Timber can pick this man up, or he needs to cut in front of here, which would then allow Saliba to slide over. Lack of communication.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. In games, there's been issues in the first half of certain games where we kept it 0 or they just got a goal, where we got away with that because teams, they're not doing that. And we've had discussions on that ourselves, that you only find out about a team is when a team belies your reputation of being defensively sound. Ignore the naysayers, like from Fulham players like Sangerberg and all the acolytes that say, "Oh, Arsenal, you might as well not play football because you can't penetrate, you cannot give me chances." Look at that shape, and then you always say, "You see how they're playing at pace? When you play at pace,
yep.
You see how the defenders are on the wrong side. That's how you get. That's how you break down, 2 blocks of 4. Don't get me wrong. They tried to pass it through the middle and they got caught, and we got a couple of goals from it, but they kept on persisting. And I don't care how good you are defensively, if you're moving the ball at pace and you've got runners where you're not outnumbering the attackers, which you see a lot in Premiership football, where those 5 players will only have about. You see there, we got about how many players we got? We've got 6 man there. Normally, when Arsenal play against Fulham away, there's only about 3 players there.
Yeah, that's a 6 on what? Yeah, that's a 6 on 6.
So when it's 1 against 1, 9 out of 10 times, all those players can't win all their duels because they know that your mate can't come and get you out of trouble because if he tries to get you out of trouble, he's leaving a space for that man. And that's what we haven't had. And that's why it's going to be a really good test for us. Playing at pace, all players in positions. If you can get any defence, and they're on their heels and they're back. See how Calafiore.
Yeah,
that's how you do. That's how you play against teams like Arsenal. Get them looking like that. But get them where if they're square on and they can see everything, you're not penetrating. But when you get them on the heels and they're looking over their shoulder, but they can't see the whole picture behind you, that's what Sonny did to us time and time again in the first half and the second half. And that was a test. We nearly fluked it by getting a win in the thing. But that's why I say we're not out of the woods. No one's winning the league in November. It was a test where this team isn't going to win the league. You know what? This is a warning sign.
Kenny, you play goalkeeper.
This is a warning sign for Bayern Munich.
Didn't you play goalkeeper, Kenny? Did you play goalkeeper?
Yeah.
Look at this right here, goalkeeper. Look at this right here. Now, there's no way that he was going to. That was nothing he was going to do, right? Raya, with this right here, going into to stop a shot like this. This was basically you giving him a shot. Hands wide, hands up.
He gets away with that. He normally gets away with that because because simple reason, it's all about pressure. Normally, when that ball goes in, he's winning those situations. So he's going by experience where the ball has come in and he's taken the man out. Or what both of them were hoping is a referee will fright. Was it Kavanagh? Would give him Kavanagh was yesterday, but the referee normally gives Arsenal a foul. See how Magalhaes
high boot, push or whatever. Yeah.
See how Magalhaes, he knows full well that he had to go with his feet, but he was hoping that if there's a collision, he'll play dangerous play because he knows he's lost his man. The same with our goalkeeper, he knows if it goes on the back of the net, they're playing the percentages. They're hoping, oh shit, I'm in trouble here. I've effed up here. So if I go low down, the referee's going to go boom, dangerous play, and the goal gets chalked off. That was their get-out clause because.
But Marino shouldn't be coming for that, should he? Really?
I know.
He could have dealt with that on his line.
Yeah, but that's pressure. That's what I'm trying to say. If you put good defenses under pressure, I don't care how good they are going to get past us. So basically, what we see now is a blueprint that is modified from last season, where last season it was a case of low block, we can't break it, and people hitting the break. No one was playing through us. So Sunderland has shown that you can play through us, which means you've got to be on it. You can't just think it's easy street because Fulham was easy, because Crystal Palace was easy, and because Burnley were easy. You've got to be at it and accept that there are good teams and midfielders are going to get in your faces and get in the nutsos. Those mistakes were through two things: pressure and belief that you've already done it.
Yep, it's what I tell you last night, JB. I said the same as that thing last night. Look at this right here. If they go back in VAR this, let's just say he did not score this, and they say, well, we're gonna go to VAR.
That's a penalty. He's pulling
it's
the
a penalty. It's a penalty because he's grabbing his jersey right here. He's grabbing his jersey.
And he's making it look like he's the one. Look how low he is. Why is he so low down, Gabriel? Why? Why? Because you lost your man. You thought you'd be smart.
Yeah,
and there's no way Raya should be there. Raya should just stay on his line there.
Yeah, that's
again communication.
Yeah,
it's panic, and the problem is now is because these players believe that they were so, inferior to because they believe that they was untouchable and no one could score, let alone win. Suddenly, the first goal goes in, and it's hang on a minute, we're not as good as what we thought we were. So this is when you start seeing all this positioning play in defence. And as for Zubimendi, he's never a six. I don't know. He's going to be the weak link in that first line.
Isn't he attacking six though? The thing about it is the problem we've got. No two number sixes can be the same, can they? But you still want him to do his jobs when he ain't got the ball. I think that's what you're saying, isn't it? DJ?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's still got to think of his defensive duties when he hasn't got the ball, and his positioning and his defensive duties doesn't give that kind of solid kind of first line of defence to the back line. That's why Gabriel and Saliba are getting pulled out. And if you look at Timber at times, he's having to cover certain areas, and it's leaving men unmarked. So, there is a problem now. And as I said, it's a long way to go. This is why I can't understand when you get all these kind of, best in Europe, best in this. There is still a lot of problems that we are seeing that we saw last season. We saw these problems last season. This ain't. People are saying, you're out of order. We're still top. No, this ain't new. This ain't new. This is old ground we're going over. We've seen this last year. We see it the year before, and we're seeing it again. And games in, we will see it again and again and again. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. And the problem is, my problem was we had Sunderland on the ropes. We quietened the crowd down. We were 2-1 ahead. Go and put an attacking player on, someone that can get us up the pitch, someone that can draw a foul like Dauman or Wanyeri, someone that can get them on the turn, draw a foul, kill the game. Where was the dark arts? What's he do?
Yep.
What's he do? He brings on a defender. And then straight away, as I said, we've all played football. Straight away, that's sending a message out. That's sending the wrong message out to the opposition to turn around and go, hang on a minute, they're worried here. Let's get into the game. They've just brought on a defender. They're sitting back on this. Suddenly, that gives them the impetus now to go and attack, to try something different. They had nothing to lose, remember. They was expected to lose that game anyway. So when they see Mosquera come on, and they've got Dauman and Wanyeri on the touchline and all these attacking options, straight away they're now thinking, hang on a minute.
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. We've got nothing to lose anyway.
I heard you and Aaron yesterday I think it was you and Aaron. Yeah, and Aaron said that there was a part of the game in the second half towards the end, yeah, where Saka was off the pitch and then, like, you didn't see him in shot for 20 seconds.
No, 20 seconds.
He was knackered. Yeah,
He was
and it was crap anyway.
absolutely on his
Yeah,
arse.
bar the goal, yeah, he did nothing. So
No.
when you bring a centre back on there, cool, bring a centre back on if you want. Yeah, but then you've got to get fresh legs and get you up the pitch, because if you're going to sit deep, you need to be able to whack that ball up to somebody or whack it down the line. Yeah, and Dalman's pretty quick over 10 yards. Yeah, he's also very techie and he'll win you free kicks. Same with Ethan.
Kill the game.
So yeah, you can take Eze off if you want, cool, but put Dalman on. Take Marino off if you want. Yeah. And then Salif and drop in a little bit. But as soon as we get the ball, you're on your bike, mate. You start running. Yeah, get Dalman on for Saka. All of a sudden, you can have 5 at the back if you want.
It keeps them honestly. It keeps them honest. It keeps the defense honest.
This is the same guy that sits in press conferences and says we need to look after the player welfare.
Yeah,
but they all play 90 fucking minutes every week, and then he moans when we get injuries.
Exactly, Lee. But this is the problem we've got, right? It's his in-game management again. And take away the fact that we're not conceded for 8 games. Take away the fact that we're top of the table. When we are under pressure in certain moments in games where you need to get over the line, and that could be the Carabao Cup semi-final, Champions League semi-final, FA Cup, chasing down a title. There is always key moments in games where you have to, by hook or by crook, get over the line. We were 2-1 up, and he had to manage that game. He could have brought on a defender. He could have also took Saka off that was tired. There was 2 or 3 players out there that needed substituting. We needed fresh legs all over the park, and he did not do it. And
DJB.
And these are the question marks that we have to keep putting towards this manager.
You know, like devil's advocate. I hear what you're saying, and this is like I said. I agree with everything you said, but the thing with Mikel Arteta, there's a David Moyes in him, where certain players in certain situations you won't trust. For instance, the negative part of Mikel Arteta came out because he saw his best player, and we all think his Saka was gone. But I don't think Mikel Arteta trusted Dalman off the ball. Where Sunderland's because they'll look at Dalman and said, right, young kid, 15-year-old, to hell with trying to play through the middle, let's target him, let's get him turned. I think Mikel Arteta was looking at that and went, nah.
Yeah.
One leg Saka, I won't trust because you know you're looking at. You're from a sort of attacking point of view, you're looking at us using them as an outlet. But Mikel Arteta is looking at a 15-year-old where we're 2-1 up. He's thinking diagonal balls down that 50-year-old's the right-hand side. That's the negative part. Of course, we don't know what Mikel Arteta is thinking, but the evidence is there. He's negatively thinking that that someone's going to play through Dalman. And then Ranieri as well. He thinks that Ranieri is going to be like must lose the ball and go in possession. That's the negative thing about him. That's why he didn't bring him on.
But the problem is we keep hearing about squad depth, and we keep hearing this manager say the squad is better this season, and I've got squad depth and I've got options, and everyone's fighting for places. Yet you still don't trust certain players in games, and that lack of trust in certain games in big moments is going to cost us. I don't care what anyone says; it's going to cost us.
I want to piggyback off what Kenny said here. And Kenny, I totally understand what you're saying, but for Mr. Arteta, if you're watching this, you need to be checking on Zubamendi. You talk about players getting out muscled and pushed around. Let's zoom in right here with Zubamendi. Look where he's at right here.
Yeah,
he's behind this player. I can't remember who this is right offhand, but he's behind him. Now watch this. Now look, this is right before the ball was lobbed in. I hate I can't show the video. Mikel Marino comes down. Is
that the Ballard again?
Ballard. Yeah, he played for us.
Yeah, that's the Ballard.
So Ballard's involved in the first and second goal, right?
Yeah. He got man of the match as well.
Yeah.
Zubamendi's on Ballard. Now we all see how big Ballard is. Now we see how big he is.
He makes Kenny Ken look tiny. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So Zubamendi's on him. So right away, that is.
So what is Saliba doing? What is that body shape from Saliba?
He
Why is he leaning?
Yeah,
Shouldn't
he
they be
needs to
swapping?
right here.
Wouldn't you get Saliba on him? Wouldn't you get Paul's? See, this is where communication comes in. If I was Zubamendi, I'd be going, right, you pick him up. I need to get in a different defensive position, perhaps in the centre or something like that, or double up on him.
Look at this.
You should be pulling Saliba in front of him.
Look at Magalhaes. 2 players.
Yeah,
Look
but
at
you see Magalhaes loses that player because you think about it. The first phase of play, right, where see he lose. Zubamendi's going to lose the header. If the ball's played accurately, Zubamendi loses the header. See how Saliba's got no at the mark. He's on his heels. He's not square on where he can see things. He's on his heels on the back foot immediately. You look at Magalhaes. Magalhaes loses him.
But look where Saliba is. Magalhaes has got 2 players there. Saliba's got no one.
Yeah, and he gets passed through in that middle, and dead Magalhaes, because he's lost his man. All right, kick me in the head, please, so I can get a free kick.
And what is Declan doing?
Yeah. Look, what is Trossard doing?
Yeah. Why is Trossard crouching down? Like, what's he doing? What is he doing?
But you know what I'm trying to say, guys? But that's the thing. Yes, we're battering them, but that's what happens when you have pressure and the ball moves quickly. Not intricate BS. The ball moves quickly. So when the ball moves quickly, the man will move quickly. And I don't care whether you're set up or not. Because the ball's moving at pace, you think how to break down 2 banks of 4 is simple. Fast passing and dragging players in areas they don't want to go. If you drag players with fast passing and getting the areas you want to go, and they're on the back foot, I don't care how good you are, you're going to F up. And the chance is going to be created, and then you're not in easy street. And that's what happens, what Simon did. Yes, I'll batter these guys because they deserve battering, but the law of percentages is Simon did the right thing. They deserve credit for that. Because this is the first time since Newcastle we actually defended in a football match.
You know what they did?
We got away with it, Newcastle, but we didn't get away with it today.
I was just going to say they took the Newcastle plan and amped it up a little bit, turned it up a little bit, and they did exactly what Newcastle did. But say, you know what, we're going to go forward too. We're going to go forward a little bit more and commit a few more bodies.
What do you reckon, Jezza? And what are you seeing of all this?
I think absolutely everything that's been said by Kenny, DJB, and Matty is absolutely bang on. Interestingly, Matty, when you were looking at the second goal with Raya, and I didn't realise that he was actually. I've only just seen this now. Is that he's actually pulling that shirt, and the fact he's going down that way, or his left hand that way, and the Sunderland player is going backwards that would have been a penalty. No question, that would have been a penalty. Now I know that they did look at it because it was, his left foot came up near his head, but there was it's because it was high. You're never going to get a penalty for that. There's no stud showing, so it's not dangerous play. Right there, right now, if he had not scored that and he missed it completely, that would have been a penalty. I think you're bang on. You're 100%. And what Kenny was saying about how to break down that back 4, I've never really thought about it like that. But you're bang on, Kenny. You are absolutely bang on. That is how you're going to break down teams that want to sit back and do that sort of defending, as Sunderland did in the first half. They were pretty much defending with 10 men behind the ball. But at the end of the day, they got the breakaway and caught us cold. I mean, I'm looking at that. To me, that back line up 4 isn't that bad there, but I do question where that play. Him. That's it. As you've mentioned, where's he going to go? Because to me, here, if that's Julian Timber, he's got 2 men on him.
Yep.
Yeah? So if one goes inside and the other goes outside, he can't tackle 2 men, can he?
This was the one, Jess, where he came through. This is where the ball was locked in. He came through and he headed it across, and the fella couldn't put it in. He could. It kind of got away from him.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is. I'm trying to see right here. No, this is not it. This is it. This is the one. JB. This was the throw in where the fella threw the ball in, went all the way over, headed it, and Bobby almost put it in, but couldn't quite get it in. And I think Ray had a save there. Look at this right here. What happens if that goes to VAR?
Why they all trying to do salsa?
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Look at Zubimendi.
On Ballard again, and he's ducking.
Yeah, look at this.
He's ducking. Who's that with him? That's Saliba with him. And so who's he marking then? Who's Zubimendi marking?
Nobody.
He's standing behind Ballard. Saliba's in front, and then Zubimendi's ducking.
Yeah.
So why are you even there?
Look at Trossard. What is this isn't a major portion of the game. We're under pressure.
Hey, you know what it is? This is old-fashioned ball watching. We always say when we play the game, don't ball watch the man. Because supposing if there's a knockdown, he ain't seen who's come. Supposing if the ball knocks down in the box, he ain't seen who's come behind him. He's you know what I mean? He doesn't need to look at it there. That's all covered. He needs to sort of be. His body shape needs to be in a situation where, right, no one's coming past me. Because by ball watching, anyone could come past him. But you know one thing about what Sullivan did? You see our teams, basically have toilet movements. When we have set pieces, we pooped our pants every time they had a set piece. You know why? Because it was accurate. It weren't this first-class rubbish we normally have to deal with. It's accurate.
Yeah.
And especially the long throw, it's because at the end of the day, don't bother having set pieces if you're not going to get bodies in and you're not going to get movement. That's what Sullivan did really well. From set pieces, they got body forward. From open play, they try and get bodies forward.
Hey, Kenny.
That's what you should do at home. If you
not to cut across you, I just wanted to just touch on what you just said. This is what they did with the throw in here. They said, well, instead of us trying to earn a corner kick, we'll take throw-ins and turn them into corner kicks, and that's what led to that right there.
And do you know what they did as well? Apparently, so people in my chat were telling me they moved the ad holdings further forward so we couldn't get a long run up on a throw-in. Yeah, did you notice every single one of our throw-ins hit the first man? Yeah, they cleared it every time.
Yeah, but their throw-ins created panic.
Yep.
Created, basically film disaster panic, because it's all about accuracy. We're not the only ones who are good at set pieces, Newsflash, other teams are good as well.
We've only scored a couple of set pieces more than Chelsea.
Yeah, but it just shows you one thing about this league. There is nothing to be scared of anybody. City,
No.
You should not be frightened. You should not be frightened of City. You should not be frightened of Liverpool, and you certainly should be frightened of us. That's why people say the Premiership is the best league in the world, because anyone can beat anybody. Because at the end of the day, every team in the Premiership has a budget of over £100 million a season to buy players. Unless you're West Ham.
This is why we can't. This is why we have to laugh at statements by the season will be over by end of January, February. City are washed. They've only got Haaland. Well, I saw a man like Doku tearing the joint up yesterday. So all this don't matter. And the problem is now Sunderland have set the blueprint for other teams. They know now Arsenal. Now Arsenal have conceded. Now we've drawn a game. Other teams are going to go, well, look. At the end of the day, give it a go. Give it a go. Put them under pressure. Be physical. Because I was told we were physical. I was told we'd never get out muscled. Them days are finished. Well, we got out muscled on both goals.
Well, I tell you what, Marino. This is on the back end of that.
Why is he holding hands with him?
Jez, the ball comes across the player. It goes out here. But look at the defense. Look at Marino holding his hand right here.
Why is he marking him anyway?
Do you see how many times they went to VAR on Saturday? We was in trouble. People want to go, oh, the referee stunk. The referee this, the referee that. We got off the hook.
Come on.
He is literally going to the town dance with this brother right here. Do-si-do, as we say. He's going to do the do-si-do.
I think I called this would be a draw.
Mm.
You did.
I got the score wrong. I said it would be a 0-0.
I apologise to all of you. I apologise to everyone, every person, because I advised people, non-Arsenal fans, to go and watch Strictly Come Dancing because it was going to be easy.
There it is right there.
No team's going to break us down. We'll score early. Go and watch the lovely ladies on Strictly. Shows what I know.
Well, I said 5-0. Shows what I know as well.
Exactly, but
You've gone to the dark side with that one, mate.
I'm turning into a top gooner, mate.
you know what's happened? To actually advise people to go and watch Strictly, it just shows you one thing. But as I said before, that is the beauty of our game, and that's why it was all the games it's hard. Football's a hard game. You know, there's some really good sides. We now know. Never take your foot off the gas. Don't be complacent. But another thing as well, I said it on Dan's show, and I said it on DG's show, and I said it with DJB. You guys were talking about injuries and how we've got a big squad. The mentality of the manager is thinking, yes, I've got all of this, but I need my spine. If you notice, he always overplays his spine because as much as we know that the gap in quality between the first and seconds isn't big. But if the manager doesn't believe that, then you're going to find come the international break and after the 21st of March, we'll be gone because he'll play all those players because he has to, because there's a potential League Cup final, there's a potential FA Cup quarter final. Yep. And there's going to be a last 16 matches. So fatigue is going to be our worst enemy, which means Eze, step up.
Yeah.
Madueke, when you come, step up. Gyökeres, step up. You're not babies no more. This is not, step up because we're going to need you because all these guys potentially going to be shagged. But that's the onus in it. It's no good saying you have a big squad in name only. You've got to prove it. Because right now, I look at Eze, Odegaard's getting in my team immediately. No argument. No one's going to fight me and bring him back.
Do you know what I find funny, though? Sorry to cut over you, Kenny, yeah?
Yeah.
This fan base is saying, oh, well, we've got 6 injured players to forward positions, yeah? Well, number one, they all wanted Martinelli binned in the summer. Number two, they didn't want Gyökeres, they wanted Sesko. Number three, they want Jesus binned in January. Right? Number four, yeah, they've all been gassing up Eze like the second coming of fucking Ronaldinho. Yeah, so why would Odegaard get back in? Right? Who else there? 29. Yeah, they probably would want him back in, to be fair. Who's the other one? There's another one. There's one more.
Well, they were complaining about not Gyökeres, and now I saw today they want him back. We got to have Gyökeres back. That's why we couldn't do
Madueke, that's it, Madueke. But let's up the chat. Well, they never wanted him in the summer anyway. So what the fuck are they waffling about? Yeah, nobody in this fan base wanted Madueke. Not one person said, I know, let's go and sign him. Yeah, then it all kicked off. Then when he's here, well, he's here now. Yeah, they didn't want Gyökeres, so why'd they want him back? They said he's shit. Yeah, they don't want Jesus. They didn't want Martinelli. They wanted him sold in the summer. Yeah, they want Jesus gone in January. Yeah, and they've been gushing over Eze every game. Yeah, even though he's been dropping stinkers in most. He ain't played a full 90 minutes of decent football yet. Right, so they can whinge and moan about injuries all the time. Yeah, but at the same time, like Kenny said, it's a mentality issue. Man City are 4 points behind us. Man City are smelling blood. Yeah, and we know they can get over the line because they've got a manager who's done it 6 times in this league out of 8. Do you know what I'm saying? They've got Haaland, and people keep saying Haaland. Oh, they're a one-man team. What happens if he gets injured? Well, he ain't injured. Well, he ain't injured, and they keep winning.
Why the caution, Lee?
Because why the caution?
The reason why I say why the caution, not regarding us, but Manchester City.
What do you mean?
You know when you should be worried? You know when you should be worried about Man City? Hear me out. If they go to St James's Park and beat them, they prove to me that it's deja vu from 2023, 24 and previous years, where last season they weren't going to a fortress and winning. If they start, because remember Aston Villa was the litmus test, they failed that. Brighton litmus test failed. But if they continue and they win at Old Trafford, Newcastle, Everton, God, we're in the title race. So at the moment,
no, they're already in a title race, Kenny. They've caught us up from 8 points. They're only 4 behind.
I know they're 4 behind, but the problem is, when you should really worry is when they start going to these teams and winning like they used to. Because remember, we were worried after Villa. What happened? I'm not putting down Man City and bigging us up. I'm just saying.
But if you look at,
we've been very lucky at Liverpool's inability to play on their best, getting the players to gel, and Man City, the fact that they've been just playing with 3 players.
The only problem I've got as well, though, if I've not seen Arsenal play 90 minutes yet. I think Atleti, Nottingham Forest, about the only 2 games. We haven't played decent football for 90 minutes. With 2 games, Atleti and Forest. That's it. Other than that,
Newcastle I thought we played all right.
Yeah, Newcastle we played all right. But other than that, we've played in pockets, like 20-minute spells and 45-minute spells, second halves and all of that. So we have got away with a lot. But if you look at Man City's fixtures in December compared to ours, after Newcastle, I think all their games are pretty much winnable. So if we don't get over the line against Spurs, and then we mess up against Chelsea, because with Chelsea, they're either brilliant or awful.
Yeah. And we've got Bayern sandwiched in between.
Right? And you've got Bayern in between. So going into December, Man City could win all 3 of their games in December after Newcastle. And if we drop points against Spurs and Chelsea, it's game on, pressure time. And we know what happens. We know what happens with certain players and the manager when the pressure's on.
Yeah. This is why we don't get giddy and pretend we've won it in fucking 10 games.
Yeah. Oh, we've won it in 10 games. Oh, it's over by January.
You know, Tony Cascarino sitting on Talk Shite the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, saying, I don't know why anyone's... this was before this game. Saying, I don't know why anyone thinks Liverpool, Man City are in it. He goes, this will be done by February, March.
No. We've got injuries yet. Matty, I said to you yesterday...
Yeah, that's what he said. Cascarino said that.
Yeah, for us. Possibly for us. Let me tell you, when I watched this, this is what me and you were talking about the other nightly. You got most of the defenders are in the box. Most of our defenders was in the box when Saliba missed that chance right there. There was 4 because Calafiori's up this way. You can't see him. He's up that way. He's put the ball in. But you've got
defenders we got there.
Yeah, you've got.
This is in their attack. This is in their penalty box.
In their box.
Timber's there. Gabriel's there. Saliba's there. Who's that in front of Saliba? That's Saka, obviously. Who's the other one?
Right at the top. Marino right there.
So he was the striker, yeah? So we've got the one striker, one winger, and the other 3 in the box are defenders. Where the fuck's our midfield?
Yeah.
Where's Eze? Eze?
These are the same symptomatic problems that we have seen under this manager for the last several years. It is high pressure situations when you need to learn how to close out. Kenny stated, JB stated, we fought back and was leading the game 2-1. They have got to learn how to close out. They have still not mastered the art of coming back, taking a game, and getting out of there with a victory. When you look at, I told JB this last night, when you look at Manchester United under Fergie, when they were in a situation where it looked like they were done, they will find a way. How many times have we watched that, gentlemen, through the year, where they will find a way, whether it was in stoppage time, right before it was the hook or crook, that they will take the lead, and once they take the lead, that's it. How many times in Manchester City, when they were the 100-point season, when they smelt blood, they said, well, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and just take care of it and get it on out of there. And what do we do? We do the same. We revert right back to the same thing this band.
But also, Matty, these teams that have done that have found a way, has also had a leader on the pitch in Roy Keane and men like that. They've had a captain. They've had a captain to pull the troops to get, pull it together and everything else. We haven't got that. Saka's not a captain. He's struggling to last for 90 minutes, let alone be a captain. I mean, this is what we're up against. So in pressure situations, we panic. And you've got to remember, psychologically, these players have been scarred. When you finish in runners-up year in, year out, and you're losing semi-finals, and suddenly the pressure's on, and suddenly records get dented, clean sheets and everything else, you turn to your leader, you turn to your captain, and you turn to your manager. And if them two are getting it wrong, heads go down, panic stations, bad defending, players getting pulled all over the place. The inevitable. It's the inevitable. And this is why we're asking the questions. People say, oh, it's negative. It's not. We've been here before. We're going over things that we've seen. This ain't new. This is not new that we're seeing. This has happened time and time and time again.
The thing is, though, DJ, I said this last night. Eze at the moment, he's left the door wide open.
Yeah.
To the guard to walk straight back in, because now, right? I'm concerned. I really wanted to buy Eze. He just has not shown up. He's had, in my opinion, maybe one and a half good games. But he's left that door wide open for Arteta to say, in you go, Odegaard. There you go, mate. Get back in. He's straight back in the team now, which I think is very disappointing.
It's a good point, Jess, because we're not going to line up. If these players don't pull themselves together, if Gyökeres, Eze, all of these players, if they don't start pulling themselves together, we are going to be lining up a similar team to what we had last season.
Yeah, I was just
getting over the line.
150%. But the thing about it, right, and a lot of it's the thing is, we're not allowed to say it, but we've got eyes and we certainly got ears. When we did good things against Sunderland, and when we did good things in Prague, it flowed attacking wise without Gyökeres. It flowed with this guy Marino. As much as you think he's like little donkey and one of the donkeys out of Jesus Christ, Jesus of Nazareth, right? The fact is, the way this team is set up, and I know people are very angry at me for saying this, it's not set up for a Gyökeres.
No,
it isn't. Yes, he takes players and he boofs them back. It's not who we are. We're a team that accommodates a false number 9 split striker. That's when we play our best football. And I say with Gyökeres, I'm glad he's got his goals. I'm glad he's done that. But you're not Haaland. Man City can disrupt their preferred way of playing, i.e. split strikers, false number 9, because Haaland is a goat. And as soon as he came into the team, there was none of this, he's going to take... No, he did not take his time. Because when you score goals and you're an elite striker, you can play in any system. So we've got... Because why you're seeing stop-start with Gyökeres, he's not elite. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of what the problems that we're seeing is down to this manager system. And it's down to he does not know when something is not working. I don't know how many times you said this over the year, where when plan A is not working, there is no plan B. And when plan A is starting to fail, he doesn't know when to drop it. You saw that there in the last 10 minutes of that game. It was just that there was no change from what he wanted to do. Instead, he said he doubled down when he brought on Mascara. He brought Mascara on, excuse me, and doubled down. And every single time he does that, we end up paying the price. This looked no different to me than when we played Newcastle last year. This is the same game. Go ahead, Jess. I'm sorry, brother.
Sorry to interrupt. Now, that's a very good point you just brought up, right? Last week, Shano and I got called out by one of our popular fans. Desperate Dan, I call him. Right? positive Dan. So I contacted that guy, and I said,
Was it a positive response?
oh, hear me out. Hear me out.
Desperate response.
I contacted him and I said, would you like to come on a show with me and have a chat? And he said, sure. So I said, well, I sent him another message. I said, well, let me know when you are available. No response. He just sent back a hearted comment. So I contacted him again. And I said to him, would you like to come and talk to us, or me and Shay, about the tactics yesterday? This is yesterday after the game, right? Who got the tactics wrong? Positive Dan. Because he cocked it up by bringing on a defender at that point in the game. No response. Never heard from him. Now, for my liking, if you've actually got an argument that is actually bang on, then at least have the balls to come and debate. Because at the end of the day, to me, Arteta cocked that up.
It's fair.
So who's right here?
Let me ask. Sorry to cut you, Jez. Was he positive when our fans in the clock end? And I believe this guy goes to games. I've never spoke to him.
No, he goes to games. I saw him at Crystal Palace.
Was he positive when our fans in the stadium when we lost to Frankfurt when they were cheering Frankfurt's second goal? Was he positive then? Was he one of them jumping up and down, celebrating a Frankfurt goal?
Yeah, but you know what it is. I stand by it. Guys. You know, the reason why he's not positive, the reason why Mikel Arteta, any player that goes on to manage this club is going to get. I always use. You know how much I love boxing. It's a kind of boxing scenario. When Tyson Fury fights, before the bell's rung, he's already three rounds up on the judges' scorecard. The same with Canelo and Floyd Mayweather. Whenever they fought, they're already three rounds ahead on the judges' scorecard. Well, if you're an Arsenal manager and you've played for this club, you're already going to get this love. George Graham got it immediately because he's a double winner. George Graham already had the fans' side. He didn't have to. He just because he was George Graham. It didn't matter that he was Millwall manager in the second division. He's a double winner, good player. He gets to go. Mikel Arteta played for Arsenal, so he, as I said in a boxing analogy, he was already three rounds up on the judges' scorecard. Unai Emery, it was a case of if it went pear-shaped, it was a goner. And even so, people who were behind Unai Emery, because it got so bad, we all thought we were going to get we thought we were going to get an Ancelotti or Allegri. We didn't know we were going to get Mikel Arteta. It's just like in 1986. We thought we were getting Terry Venables because Arsenal went after Terry Venables, and that's why Donald did the moonlight flick. But we got George Graham. But because he played for Arsenal, he was already three rounds ahead on the judges' scorecard.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good comment, Shane. You could understand us wanting Arteta out if it was 10 points behind in the league and out the Champions League. On that basis, then did he want him sacked at the end of last season?
And season before that too.
Yeah, well, we finished exactly 10 behind and we weren't in the Champions League. So did he want him out last season?
Seriously, why do
they don't? Why do they have to call themselves? Listen, do what you want, support how you want there. But when there's people that have been going for donkey's years, yeah, or not, that question this manager, they're like, we haven't won anything after he's spent all that money. Yeah, and everyone, we have to be positive. We have to be positive. But why is the media always give us a hard time? Like Gary Neville determines whether we can defend or not, or whether we can put the ball in the back of the net. Yeah. But the media have an agenda. Who cares, mate? They didn't have an agenda in 02 and 04. Yeah, because they were waxing lyrical about how great we were when we were winning. Yeah, and Arsene Wenger ball and he's revolutionised the game and this and that. So I think everyone has every right to call this manager out because at the end of the day, he ain't won. He won a cup with a team that was deemed apparently toxic and negative, and he did that in 6 months. And then you get told, well, it takes time. Well, it don't. He won in 6 months. Yeah, then he binned them all, stun $1 billion, and ain't won though. Oh, but we're challenging. My match day experience is better now. We're not getting walloped. That's all they ever come out with. Well, I don't care about your fucking match day experience. Yeah, I care about this football club winning, mate. Yeah, that's it. and we ain't. So if anyone's got a problem with that, either don't watch or shut up, because I ain't interested.
Hey, Lee, my match day experience, I expect to see better than what I saw this past weekend. I don't give a damn about somebody else's match day experience. If they want to go have a Coca-Cola, a couple of gummy bears, and a hot dog, that's on them. I'm here for victories. This is 6 years into this project. $1 billion spent. That is 2 missiles that have been spent. That could have. We've got people over here on welfare looking for SNAP benefits. You could fund SNAP with the money we spent on this team. $1 billion has been spent on this team, euros or whatever you want to say it is, and to see the product that we're putting out there, like we saw this past weekend. This was a team that was just came up from the championship, and they've come out there with more hustle and bustle. And like I said, I told people, Lee, 2 weeks ago, I said 2-3 weeks ago, I sat here and said that we're going to find out how good this team is when there's adversity.
Yep.
Well, I'm telling you now, there's going to be a lot of adversity when we come off of this international break. We sat there the other day, and me and you watched the B team of Bayern Munich the other night. We watched B team, Bayern Munich's B team. And Lee, what did I tell you? I said, coming to a theater near you. This is coming to a theater near you. Get your seat. Get ready. They're coming to play. You've got Spurs. And I told JB this last night. If we lose that, listen to me. Let me zoom in right quick.
He's doing. Oh, here we go. Yova's on screen. We're doing the Yova.
If we lose this game to Spurs, and we spend $1 billion on this team, and I watched that Spurs team at Manchester United this past weekend, you better really get concerned about where this team is going. There's no reason in the world we should be losing to Spurs when we come off of this break.
Thanks.
And if we lose that game to Spurs, the manager is immediately ejected into the hot seat.
Yeah.
You'll see Josh and you'll see Berta back on your screen because they had been showing them.
The problem is we know how difficult this manager finds pressure. And let me just throw something else. Rice is having to work tremendously hard game in and game out. We've seen what Zubamendi does. So let's put something else to you. Rice gets injured. You're lining up with a midfield of Zubamendi, and we've all seen what Zubamendi's defensive skills like, and Norgard. That's your midfield.
Norgard. Oh,
and you're telling me we've got squad depth. You're telling me that Norgard and Zubamendi is going to get you over the line. I'm sorry. Under pressured games that we need to win.
Is anybody
that's where Rice has to play, though. In it, May and Jez. You're talking about squad depth. No, squad depth is visual, but it's in the mind. Yeah. I always say one thing: step up. If players don't step up, then squad depth is just a word. It's just a footballing term. It's not reality, and that's why he has to play Declan, because he knows what you just said. He knows physically. If he doesn't play, we'll get a physically outrun. Look at Liverpool. When Liverpool went back to playing Liverpool and they played against Real Madrid and Aston Villa, boom, boom. For some reason against Man City, they actually thought it was they're playing crap football. I think, you know what I mean? And then it was a case of, I'll tell you one thing. Instead of us playing like champions, how about you throw the first punch and let's see how we react? I was astonished by it because I thought Liverpool were going back to the base. But it just shows you one thing. Declan Rice is so important because of the physical part of things. But there's other players as well that he's not going to rest. And that's why I always say now, when you play in your Carling Cups or when you get rotated, state your claim, man. State your effing claim. Because if you don't state your claim, Declan will be running into the ground. Saka will be played. And I'm not digging at how good Madueke is injured. I'm not digging at Dalman. But Dalman's a different kettle of fish. That any manager in the league, if it's a situation where you think they're going to target a 15-year-old in order to get back in the game, that 15-year-old is not getting on that pitch. In my experience of watching football, I wasn't shocked he didn't get on the pitch.
Same as.
Oh,
Same
let me
as.
grab these super chats as well quickly because I've been there for ages. Yeah. Also, I'm doing a watch along in 12 minutes. Oh, but the international break's boring. All right, mate. Well, La Liga 2's on, so that's where we're going. We're going to watch Burgos versus Castillon. And I guarantee it'll be better than that fucking Spurs Man United game.
Is that Castillon? Is that the Real Madrid B team?
No, it's not. I don't think it is. No, that's the Castilla.
Castilla, yeah.
Castilla. Big up Vegas. When you don't put teams away in the first half, then bad things happen. Too many games where we don't score in the first half unless it's a set piece. Exactly. We had 2 corners in that game. One we took short, and the one at the first man, or the keeper punched. Yeah, the throw-ins, they moved their ad balls further forward, so we couldn't get a long run up, and we hit the first man. Yeah, it seems they're going to figure us out, and they already did. Yeah, and listen, if at the start of the season, with somebody had said after 11 games we would have won 8, drawn 2, and lost 1, I think we would have took that. Yeah, but at the same time, when you actually dissect it properly, we've been playing crap all season. Yeah, we've just been getting away with it with the set pieces, and that's cool. It's part of the game. Yeah, we're not really creating much. Yeah, we scored 2 goals from open play at the weekend. Let's be real. One was the top bins. Yeah, you don't see many goals like that in the Premier League. Yeah, let's be real with it. They're not happening week in, week out. Anymore. Yeah, you see them every week. Oh, but that's because it's a harder league now. No, it ain't. Yeah, it's because everyone's fucking defensive. Yeah, but the other one was a gift. If he just wallops that into row Z, we ain't scoring even if we're playing now. Let's just be real. We would not have scored a goal. Big up Vegas, bruv. Big up Scotty as well. Apparently, Raya was wearing plastic gloves. Yeah.
More?
Put them on, Jez. Put them on, mate.
Can I have some more?
Hey, I've actually got some goalie gloves in one of the drawers here, but I think they're battered anyway. I actually
the Alex Stepney green ones, are they, Kenny?
No, they're new. But you see, my fish fingers. I remember one time when I was going to an Arsenal game, and the Arsenal were staying in the National Hotel in Islington. That's when Mick Arteta said hello to me. Aaron Ramsdale to go back to the hotel to get something, and I said, Aaron, look, if you need a spare gloves, I've got something in my back pocket. Actually, I did have some goalie gloves in my bag, so I was going to give them to Aaron because I thought he needed them, and I should have given them to Aaron because if Aaron took me gloves, he would have still been number 1 by now.
Your gloves wouldn't have even fitted Pat Jennings. How are they going to fit Ramsdale, Kenny?
You've shook hands with him,
yeah, Kenny's hands are like shovels, man. Fucking, he has got a big pair of hands. Anyway, big up to board with this mutant form. Thiago is going to get 20 goals this season for Brentford. Bruges legend. I don't rate him, but
he's a brute though. His technique's terrible. His
technique is horrible.
Yeah, but he scores goals.
So does Brian Brobby. Yeah, and he ain't a good player either. But there we go.
How did Brentford get away with it with those a long throw and it's a goal? How?
They're geezer who takes them long throws. It's like a rocket, laser vision rocket. Every time he takes one.
It's something with these Nigerians. It must be the Nigerian food and all that.
Maybe I could do with some of that then. Bump me up a little bit.
You need to live in Nigeria for a year for you to do that, mate.
Big up Danny Reacts. Big up gents. Tired body, tired mind. Manager never learns. If you see fresh players on, you have the extra will to say switch on and see the game out. See, do you know what it is? If you bring a centre back on there and you're trying to hold the game up and defend, you have to bring somebody on that can get you up the pitch. Saka was dead in that game. He was rubbish. Yeah, and Trossard, apart from the goal, I didn't think he was great. No. Yeah, same with Saka. They did nothing other than score. And fair play, the goal, they took their goals, but they're not going to get you up the pitch and win free kicks at that point in the game. Saka has been useless all season. And that comes back to last season when we sat here telling everyone, we shouldn't be playing games. Oh, but he scored against Madrid. Oh, well, how's that working out for us this season? He's scored a whopping 4 goals in his last 21 games.
Yeah, but Bukayo Saka, the thing with Bukayo Saka, he is basically a statistician's wet dream in that, because what the statisticians have done, their wet dream used to be simple, but now it's not just goals and assists, it's chances created. So if if you want to sort of go by that kind of mantra that Saka's world class, then your wet dream is statistician's wet dream is goals and assists and chance to create. So, for instance, Saka would get an 8 out of 10 because he scored.
And we all know it was a 1 out of 10. And this the thing, yeah. They can sit there and talk about goals, assists, and created chances. The guy's got 0 Premier League assists in his last 22 games. Yeah, he's got 4 goals in his last 22 games.
That's mad.
Yeah, but don't worry, he's world class. All right, mate. Yeah, he's world class. All right.
Lee,
Cool.
he better be glad.
He should be by now.
He's worn out. He's fucked. That injury's done him. I'm telling you, he's done. By the age of 26, he's fucked. He's fucked already.
He better be
Because
glad
he
he scored that goal.
he ain't doing what he used to do.
International football, he'll be fine, but in a slower league, he'll be fantastic. The leagues,
Hey.
you're advocating him go to another league to maintain his status.
He
Should have been rested. Go on, mate. Sorry.
He better be glad he scored that goal Saturday, because if he didn't score that goal and Trossard was sitting right there wide open, we'd be having a different discussion.
Facts. Nelson says, Lee, can you name 5 wingers better than Saka? I could probably name about 15, mate. Yeah, the problem is I don't do GA. Literally, I don't care about your GA, bruv. Nobody gives a fuck. Yeah, honestly, real talk. But Nelson, you're here all the time. Nobody cares about GA, mate, of our age group. Nobody cares. This is an online thing. Yeah, I can name 2 that are better than him right now. Yeah, that fucking play for Betis and fucking Villarreal. Oh, by the way, my baller got a G. An A at the weekend for you assistant merchants. He got an A for Betis yesterday. Cool. He also got a goal in his last game. Oh, okay. But we don't care. I can see a proper footballer. Yeah, it's what it is, isn't it? But unfortunately, yeah, this era go off of GA. All that makes Salah up there with fucking Ronaldinho. Then do me a favour.
Salah's been shocking this season.
Yeah, but people are on Salah's case because he's not getting the goals and assists anymore. So why aren't they on Saka's case then? Because neither's he. Why? Well, but we're top of the league, so it's all brushed under the carpet again. We do this year in, year out. No, but just be happy we won. Just be happy we're top of the league. Oh, you're so negative. You want our players to be injured. No, we're telling you what's going to happen. How many times have we sat on these shows and said, he'll be the next one to go down, or he'll be the next one to go down? And lo and behold, it fucking happens. It's almost like we've watched football for over 200 years between the 5 of us.
I don't understand, Lee, what games these people watch.
They don't. They watch SofaScore.
I mean, that chap in your chat, Nelson, my nemesis. You know, I mean, what game are you watching, man? Do you actually watch the fucking games?
They follow the ball. They just follow the ball. They don't watch the games.
His reputation kind of like precedes him because obviously you don't have to agree with me. I think I'm not setting targets. You know, at the beginning of the season, when I said I want 25 goals and 15 assists. I'm not saying it just to catch him out. I think he should be doing this, and he can do this.
Not with this manager.
That's
not
the
with
thing.
this manager.
The ability is there. You know, another thing, I'm going to say it right now, and please shoot me or tell me I waffle or wait for me to finish. If anyone should be playing the false number 9, it should be bloody him.
Well, go 4-4-2.
He's capable of
4-4-2 and put him up front with Jokeris.
Absolutely.
He's capable of doing it than anyone else because he's direct, because he's got a goal threat. He's wasted on the wing. I said it. My brother, who's as big as me, agrees with me. So if you've got a problem with what I said, go and fight me, brother.
Big ups to Scotty as well, man. Raya's a 6 out of 10 goalkeeper. Put him in any other team, he'd get found out. It's very lucky the defence is elite. He's more of an Almunia than a Czech. Wow. I actually think he's a good goalkeeper, but I do agree with some of that. Yeah, and the thing is, it ain't even just the defence that's elite. It's the unit that's elite. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the unit. Yeah, he's got fucking 3 players in front of him that all track back. Then he's got 2 wingers that track back. Then we've got a striker who's playing in midfield half the time. Yeah, we've got an attacking goalkeeper. Like basically everyone's in the middle of the park.
Attacking goalkeeper.
Yeah, the best attacking goalkeeper. Sorry, I misquoted him. Yeah, it's jarring. Big up Riku, man. City still haven't scored a set piece this season.
Don't need to.
There you go. Oh, but if he gets injured, well, he ain't injured and he keeps scoring. Actually, has he not scored a penalty this season? Because that's
We missed one yesterday.
I thought,
Yeah.
talking of Saka, anyone been watching Phil Foden play lately? Looks like he's coming back to.
He's playing along nicely this season.
No,
Man.
remember
He's
Phil
getting
Foden, all them trophies that he's won, but everyone says that
all
Saka's,
18 of them.
Yeah,
18.
Yeah.
I got
18 he's won, Phil Foden, but Saka's way ahead of Phil Foden.
I got
Why?
something else to add in there, JB. Has anybody been watching Aston Villa lately?
Yep.
Yeah.
8 out of their last 10 games they've won.
Yeah, climbing the
But they were
table.
going to get relegated. Who knows? A
Just
dinosaur is
scored
rubbish.
the first four
We've got
games, isn't it?
to play them twice in December.
Yeah, we
They
played them
couldn't
twice in
score for the first 4 games, could they?
No, they didn't score a goal. They didn't have a. They were the only team in all 7 leagues in England or whatever, professional league, whatever. That didn't have a goal scored in the first 4.
Who's the Dutch player, Marlon, isn't it?
Marlon.
He can't score.
Ollie Watkins got more GA this season than Saka, by the way, just to let you know. Oh, another thing I'll just let everyone know as well. My baller Kieran Tierney scored yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, and he got an assist in the old derby the other day to get him into a final. Yeah, my baller. Put some respect on Tierney's name.
Sorry, guys, but I'm a Celtic fan because of the Catholic thing. So anything that beats Rangers, I laugh all the time. I hate
Like
Rangers.
Kenny, Austin Trusty also got an assist in that game to get him help him get into a final. And he won 2 trophies last season.
We saw.
Anyway,
We
Scottish
saw.
football, no one cares. Let's move on.
Hey Lee, we saw Fabio Vieira the other night score a goal.
Oh, that goal was cold as well. What a finish! Yeah, it's amazing how they all get away from this manager and start doing all right, isn't it?
If Fabio Vieira, has he played in? Was it Stuttgart? No, it's
That
Germany.
is,
Berlin. Was it Hertha Berlin? It was somebody. I can't remember.
Is it?
Can't
But
remember.
he plays in Germany, isn't it?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
in Germany. I can't
the
remember.
goal he scored
Hey.
the other night was quality.
Did you see Diaz's goal?
No. Oh, what? Who?
Diaz. Bayern Munich's got. He's got.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, we did see that. We saw. Yeah, we did.
Did you
Yeah.
see that?
Yeah.
How does
Yeah.
bloody hell does he put that in the back of the net from that?
Man, that goal was
angle?
ridiculous. And
Jess, you seen it?
yeah, the one at the weekend.
But Jess, have you seen Diaz's goal?
No.
Oh, Jess, please go and see it. Please.
I queued up when we get done. I queued up.
Yeah,
Jess,
that goal
please
was
go and
ridiculous.
Watch it.
Like,
You've got to
luckily,
watch
that
it.
guy's suspended for the game against us because he got his
Thank
2
God.
foot.
Yeah. They'll put Serge over there. They'll put Serge over there on that
No,
side.
Oh, don't
No,
worry, man.
no.
We got to worry about Elise on the other side
And
up against
Elise on the other
California or
side,
fucking Skelly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jackson-
and
Jackson
Is
ain't playing too
Davis-
bad either.
Yeah,
He
who's
scored
got-
the other
who's
day.
left back? Is Davis back at left back, or is he still in?
No, he's still. I think Davies is still
Yeah.
out.
It's
Gonna
Conrad
be
Lima still
interesting-
playing
It's
it.
going to be interesting matchup, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think, yeah,
Calafiori
yeah,
and Elise.
yeah.
Be interesting
Yeah,
how Calafiori roams around like a, what I
wild
mean?
horse
Like a racehorse then, wouldn't it? When Elise's bombing
Hey.
with his
down.
long mane of hair flapping around. Have you seen the new Italy kit advert? The advert for the Italy kit.
No,
It is. Watch it. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. mate.
I can't.
And they got Calafiori modelling it.
Oh, don't.
He's on roller skates.
He's an absolute. Oh, mate, I can't.
See it today. It's proper off key.
Yeah, but
I
that
think-
Arteta loves all that, doesn't he? He loves all that. That's part of the criteria. That's why he didn't like Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney with a Tesco's bag just weren't the same, was it?
No, with his shirt tucked in, short sleeve, in the snow, scored a screamer against West Brom. All
Yeah,
the others in their long
weren't the same,
sleeves and
weren't the
their
same.
gloves.
Weren't the
Get
same
out.
image, was it? Weren't the same image.
No, you can't market Kieran Tierney, can you? You can market
No.
Calafiori because all the girls and the boys are fancying.
Yeah.
Big up to Andre, bro. What phase is Chivu in and Gasparini in? Yeah, have you seen that? Have you seen the Italian league? What phase are they in? What phase are they in?
I don't know.
Weird, isn't it?
Crazy. Crazy.
Oh,
work.
by the way, big up to it's Total Hit Sweden, my chat. Because they got crowned champions yesterday. Can't remember the name of the team. Swedish champions. we got-
Mialby. Is it
That's
Mialby?
it. We got more people watching this live now than they've got in their little fishing village.
Hey,
Yeah, and they pissed the title.
talk about Sweden. I've just seen. I'm still recovering of seeing TikTok videos of Graham Potter speaking Swedish.
Oh, you can actually speak Swedish. Well, I did live there to be fair for years, wouldn't it?
But trouble is, it sounds like it's someone from Birmingham trying to speak Swedish.
That's like me speaking Spanish, Kenny. That's funny. Big up to Dal, brother. Bless up Oregon Goon.
Big up the Oregon, man.
Goonie.
He's got Kenny's favourite player as his profile picture.
Oh, good.
Yo, Guns. Years ago with Emery, I stated on your show that Emery only played Saka because he had to. Remember that summer window? we bought garbage and then sacked him. I sacked the 3 times European Europa League winner. Well, he's actually now 4 times beating us on the way.
Oh,
But-
please don't.
Well, what phase was he in? What phase is he in still? Oh, but he hasn't won anything since he's been at Villa. All right, mate. Big up, Dale. Bless our brother. Big ups to Josh as well. I can't say that word, Josh. Come on. Yeah, I'm a Spurs fan. Yeah. But best Arsenal podcast on YouTube. Cheers, all the rivals. We're twerking for the rivals, apparently, guys. But yeah, bless up to you, mate. And I wish you no luck on the 23rd at all. And
You know what? That's going to be the worst game of football you're ever going to see. 2 teams.
It's going to be the worst game of football against them since the last game we played against them, where we fucking scammed 2 set pieces.
The game on the 23rd is going to be so bad and so boring. It's going to be one set piece wins it. It's going to be. You'll be thinking. I used to watch North London derbies with Graham Ricks, Glenn Hoddle, Ricky Villa, and Liam Brady. Now I'm watching it with these guys. I'll tell you one thing, mate. I'll be yearning for the fighting because the games are so crap these days between them.
They don't even fight anymore. It's just still like they square up to each other, yeah, and then wait for somebody to come and hold them back, and then start giving it again. Which game was it? Was it the Betis game yesterday?
We're not talking about Sun in the way, are we? We're not talking about Sun in the way.
Oh yeah, and the Betis game yesterday. The Betis game yesterday.
What Sun in the way with one of our fans?
Oh mate, why is he always on his own? By the way.
Because
he was on his own at Tottenham. Do you remember when they played at Wembley and we went in that pub out? So what was the pub called? And we went out. He was on his own. Why is he always on his own? Come on, man. There is everyone looking after him and helping him out. Do you know what I mean? He's a target every game.
You know he's my brother, but sometimes
he don't help himself at times. Though.
Sometimes where I come from in Finchley Park, if you're talking the talk, you've got to walk the walk.
Well, to be fair, the way that steward just fucking moved him was hilarious. I can't lie. He was like, "Yeah, you're rattled. Yeah, top of the league. Bless him, but come on, man.
I don't think there was any need for the steward to do that.
No, there weren't.
He wouldn't do that to someone.
He wouldn't do that to you, would he? No.
Yeah, exactly. It's out of order.
I think he probably did it more to get him out before somebody actually slapped him.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
You can't knock Ty for his passion.
Couldn't see
Can't
what's
knock Ty
on
for his passion, man.
Yeah, but I do worry that if it's Millwall away or Tottenham away, someone will put a through ball down the middle on his chin.
Yeah.
Oh, I worry about that.
100%. I'm surprised he hasn't got it. I'm surprised he hasn't had it by now.
It'd be a through ball down the pipe on his chin.
All he did was grab him there and push him away.
Yeah, but trouble is,
his own safety. I mean,
trouble is, I do worry big time because at the end of the day, you can love Arsenal so much, but the days of defending the club like it's the 80s are over. Some people, there's a lot of people. We're away. There's a lot of people with screw looses or Spurs away, where all right, it's not like it was at the old ground, Old White Lane. But the fact is, sometimes just go home, enjoy yourself, and think about the next game. You don't have to engage with their fans. They see you coming.
Yeah. It's always come on, it's always been like that. I mean, the thing is, the last thing you do is like walk out when I'm not a big guy. When you walk out on your own and go and try and engage with a load of opposition fans and try
It's not worth it.
You try and give them shit. You're on a hiding for nothing.
But I think the reason why he's known because he goes with the sort of London supporters coach. So he.
Yeah, but don't they all have tickets together, like next to each other and shit?
Yeah, they would. But
why is he there on his ones then?
Yeah, but he would have gone and done his fan cam. And then must wait for him. So all those guys, a lot of people don't come with a London supporters coach. Some of them will make their own way there. So he's going to have to go with the coach. So he's going to be separated from the others anyway.
Fun fact.
Don't AFTV fly them by jet?
No.
Rick Flag.
Let's say pre-season.
Fly by jets. Gentlemen, fun fact. Everyone in the, I think, top 12 will be playing between now and February, if I'm not mistaken.
Bloody hell.
Yep.
Every game is a must win because I think it was 8 points we saw last night. JB, was it 8 points?
8 points. Yeah, 8 points between. Yeah,
us in the bottom 12. So if we don't get points, everybody start catching up.
Everton
The
away.
only game we've got, the only get out.
You heard what Kenny just said, JB? You heard what Kenny just said again?
Everton away. Don't get it wrong. The thing,
Tough.
what you know what I say about Everton?
Very
I
similar
say
to
with
Sunderland.
great respect. They are a dibbly dobbly team. They don't know what they're good at, but what they do works. But you know, their actual best player is actually their midfielder, Gay.
Why are you gay?
You know, yeah. And he's the only one. He's the only midfielder. One of them midfielders who actually goes to the box and gets into chances. But if Everton had a striker, they'll be a top 6 side.
But they're a very very like Sunderland, very hard team to beat at their new stadium. And Grealish is playing well on the left.
And they get bodies forward as well, set pieces as well. Michael King.
They've got some good players. That's going to be a tough game.
What's that?
I think the only game we've got in that period that Matty said is Wolves at home. Everyone else, we've got Brighton, we've got Villa twice on the 6th of December and the 30th of December. We've got to go away to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
We've got to go away to Everton. We've got the North London derby, away to Chelsea.
Yeah.
So that league table could look a whole lot different.
Brentford's tricky as well. We'll beat Brentford, but it'll be a battle because they are going to use the set pieces. They are going to have a striker, i.e. Targa, who is going to sort of try and turn our defenders.
But we haven't battered Brentford though, have we? At their ground, we haven't really took.
Well,
you know
remember Kluivert in the 89th minute in the 23-24 season. Then last season they were 1-0 up. We won 3-1, and then at our ground they got a point.
Exactly. So these games are not gimmies. And as I said, when you're going into them games with players that are leggy, you know, and you're not rotating your team, you're only using one sub. When you've been in a physical battle like Sunderland and you're only using one sub.
Yeah, but you know what, DJB? You know what, guys? You know what was different from Newcastle and Sunderland? Obviously, they played the same telephone dialing number, but against Newcastle, we had players and game changers come to the bench. Against Sunderland, we had the kids.
Yeah,
and so his in-game management looked like $1 million, but because he had the personnel. But against Sunderland, where he couldn't take a risk, he popped his pants because
we're being told we've got squad depth, though, Kenny. We're being told we've got squad depth and players in every position. This is what I'm saying. The manager. But then you think the manager, though, Kenny, has got to be brave at some point and trust these kids and bring them on in big situations.
Depends.
I know it's hard, but
the trouble is, right, is that the question I asked Lee, I asked all of you guys. It was easy to bring Phil Foden in on games because he was playing within a winning environment. It was where there was a machine. Like, I don't care if you're a young player and you've got goats with you.
Yeah,
you're going to look $1 million. But when you've got a team that hasn't quite got over the line, they're good players, but they're in the retreat and they're worrying about their own games. They're in the back foot and getting a lot of pressure. I'm not advocating the manager. I still think he should have taken a risk, but he didn't in case it went pear-shaped because of what was coming beyond Damon.
Kenny, can I just ask Lee, DJB, Matty, may I just ask this to Nelson, mate? I wasn't digging you out. You'd know if I was digging you out. But, mate, can I ask you this question, Nelson? If Arteta doesn't win this season a major trophy, would you keep him?
Give him a raise. You'd give him a raise. Some of this fan basically give him a raise in a Cadillac. You know?
And a new dog.
Has anyone seen the dog?
No, you hadn't even seen the dog this year. Lee, we hadn't even seen the dog this year. If you noticed that, we hadn't even seen the damn dog.
Nope.
Not one word.
Do you know what? Do you know what's coming out of the woodwork lately? No one's mentioned injuries when we went and didn't concede 8 goals. No one's been mentioning injuries.
No.
We were told all season, oh, it don't matter about the injuries. Look at the squad. We've got cover for every position. Right?
There's the
Now,
answer, guys.
now,
There's Nelson's answer.
everyone was gassing up Marino being an adequate cover. Kai Havertz hasn't played anyway. Yeah. Jesus has been cropped for like pretty much the whole of his Arsenal career. Now, suddenly, everyone's talking about injuries again.
Yep, excuses.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking of bringing injuries. Oh, yeah, but look at the injuries we've had. Still
We've
got to
got
make
the
the
best
right
squad in the world, mate.
substitutions. If you've got a fully fit bench, you've still got to make the right substitutions at the right time.
You have to win football matches, regardless of if the other day it's 11 against 11. If you're in good form, the fact is that what a lot of these fans say and trying to make excuses. We nearly nicked it. We nearly nicked it. It had not been for Sunderland having the same bloody mindedness. Sunderland had the same bloody mindedness defensively as attack. Can you imagine how they threw their bodies? Despite all those errors and how much pressure what I call enforced errors, we could have nicked it. Bloody hell. We should have put that chance away.
We should have turned it.
As much as Calafiori has to put that away. It says Marino.
Yeah. Saka as well. Saka missed a sitter on his left foot.
Yeah.
But in the 97th minute, pressure. You know what I call pressure penalties, pressure chance. Calafiori's got to score that.
Yep. No, facts. Give me 2 seconds or so. I'm just setting this up. My streaming site is having a mare.
He came back and he said, basically, if Arteta wins the FA Cup and the League Cup, right, he's happy to keep him.
Yeah, he's done the percentages.
That's what I said, if he didn't win a major, I mean, the major is the Premier League or Champions League.
See, I think a major is all trophies.
You know,
I hear it. I hear why people say that though.
With this setup, I think, I agree with Jez. With this setup and the way we've had the expenditure and support from the board, where they have spent some real money, he has to deliver the league, especially now where it's looking like we've got we're basically ahead of the race. Obviously, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And there's going to be a lot of Formula One races and Grand Prix meets and everything. But the fact is, what we've learned from this weekend, if you've got the foot in the throat and you let go, then we've got a problem. When someone's choking, tap them out. Get them to tap out and submit. You don't get them in a chokehold and then let them live.
You know what, Kenny? You know what? You watched that game yesterday, and I harken back to why we did not go to Anfield.
Oh God! You know what?
When we had that.
Now I know what we know, Matty. We should have battered them.
Yeah, we should. This is what we was. This is what
now
we
I
saying.
know what I know.
Yeah, this is what I was saying going into the game. That we should
have at home. And City at home, there was points dropped. These are now the games when we draw away against Sunderland. Let's not gloss over this. No disrespect to Sunderland. I knew it was going to be a tough game. I said it'd be a scrappy 2-1 win, for Arsenal, right? But if you are chasing a Premiership, if you have spent £1 billion and you are chasing a Premiership, you have to go to Sunderland and win the game. You have to go to these grounds and win the game.
Yes.
You have to. And the problem is, it's only when we slip up against Sunderland, games like Man City at the Emirates early in the season when they were there for the taking, and tactically we was wrong again. The game at Anfield against Liverpool when they were there for the taking, early doors in the season. These are the games now that could come back to haunt us. Because if we're to take them 3 points at Anfield and 3 points at home against City, suddenly that draw against Sunderland don't look half bad.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. This is the problem.
It's a tough ground to go and win, though, mate. Sunderland.
Yeah, but people say that, Jez. Yeah, say that. If we've done $1 billion and we've got the best defense in the world, Yeah, and we've got the best right winger ever to have graced football, and we've got the best young coach or top 5 coach in the world, right? Then surely we should be going and beating them.
Well, the mentality, Lee, has to be.
I hear you. I hear you. I
But
hear
you know what it is, Jez?
Oi.
You know how you guys talked about
Wow.
elite squad? You guys need to get your crystal balls out, because I'm telling you right now, from the 23rd of November up until the 21st of March, there's going to be no international break. If we're ambitious, we should be aiming to get to League Cup final and get by that stage on the 21st of March, we should be at the quarterfinals of the FA Cup and already in the last 16 of the Champions League. I promise you 2 things. We're not going to do the quadruple because of the amount of games, and we'll drop points. So right now, so basically, we're going to get into the territory where come April, there's going to be no margin for error. So these players who've been bought for loads of money, Zubamendi, Goikarez, Madueke, the defenders, Hincape and Mosquera, and of course Eze, step up your game.
Yeah, facts.
I
Absolute facts.
know you want to. I know Lee, you're going to do a watch long, but if you
Oh
actually-
man, that would have been one of the best free kicks I've ever seen. What a fucking save!
if
This
you
game's end to end, by the way, but international break shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Jez.
No, you're right. If you actually go back and look in history of how Arsenal's record at Sunderland, it's not that good.
Nah.
Ain't that good? Now, I'm not saying that's an excuse. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, it is a tricky place to go. And the fact is, my point I'm trying to make, and I'll shut up, right? That shows whether this team is mentally that strong. To go there, right, up to the northeast, under the lights, on a cold shit rainy night, to get it over the line. And I don't think they've got it.
No.
That's my point.
Nah, fairs. Big up Total Hit as well. Yeah, they did smash the league. They got record points as well. Yeah. But record points. Yeah, this is some little fishing village in Sweden. Just walked the fucking league. Walked it. With a manager who got the job how long ago? He's been in the job less than 2 years, right? Yeah, what phase is he in? Oh, but it's a fishing league. Nobody cares. You still got to win it. Yeah, they got about 1,500 people. If that in there.
When Swedish teams got to major European Cup finals.
That's what I'm saying.
Malmo 1979, Gothenburg won the bloody thing in 87, the UEFA Cup. So it's possible. And guess who was managing them? Well, God bless his soul. You know the bald Swedish guy that loves women. Yeah, he's managing them. Yeah, I can't say his name without getting angry. I couldn't stand him as England coach. I thought he was. I just call him a criminal.
Hey, mate, he banged Ulrico. He's had a touch. Yeah, there's hope for the rest of us, lads.
Well, Stan did as well.
Yeah.
So did Stan. So did
You fell out of bed.
I don't know. If we were famous, I think we would have got a chance with Eureka, innit?
Well, I'll be honest. Les Dennis banged fucking Amanda Holden, mate. So we've definitely all got a chance.
That is one of the biggest mysteries in life, to the extent that he must have had the either. Well, I'm not going to say.
I know what you're
Sorry, I know there's kids watching, but I would love to. I would love to be in his bank manager to see what was in his bank wallet, because there's no way anything else. I mean, Les Dennis. I mean, Jesus Christ, he looks and sounds like one of the characters you used to take the Mickey out of in Coronation Street.
On that bombshell, 20 minutes gone. Burgos Neil Castillo Neil. It's end to end, and there's plenty of football on an international break. Arsenal women play Bayern on Thursday, so we'll be watching it. Well, I'll be watching that, and I think it's Thursday. It's this week at some point, and then La Liga 2 next weekend, or this weekend as it is. So yeah. If you want something to do, make sure you watch proper leagues, mate. Yeah, because this league is goated. Big up Gunnar SC, Evening Lee, Matt, Papa Jez, DJB, and Kenny. Bless up to you, my brother.
Lee, I've heard it first here, right? Lee, on this channel, Lee is advocating for someone who says Lee's negative and misogynistic. Lee's the only person I know that is advocating Arsenal ladies. Yeah, he's misogynistic.
Even the Disney Channel, they stopped doing that, and they did the Champions League final though. They jumped on that one. Yeah, they ain't done one since. But it is what it is.
You're the only one. You're probably the only person who's heard of Mary Earps, because I mean, before she got a wretched little book out, or comic book out, I don't think anyone heard of her. Or Hammer Hansen, but that's what happens when you give when the sports personality gives awards to someone who finished runner up and saved a penalty in a game that we lost, and swore. Jesus Christ! I wish I did something like that in my younger years. I might have got somewhere in life.
You have to reward losers, unfortunately. This is what was
Yeah,
going
I
on.
mean, look at Gareth Southgate, Sir Gareth, or MBE, or whatever he is.
Never
Or
won.
you could be like David Beckham and beg it for 20 years. Beg it like Beckham. Beg it like Beckham.
Beg it like Beckham.
Beg it like Beckham.
Yeah.
Big up to Scotty, man. Van der Ven and Van der Vaart to score. Get out of here, man. F Tottenham. Bless up, bro. Big up to Lawrence. Tyler's brought it upon himself. Is an embarrassment to both AFTV and Arsenal Football Club as a whole. Wow. Lawrence ain't having him, bruv. Time for Robbie to kick him. That's a bit harsh, Lawrence.
AFTV is his family. And the fact is that at the end of the day, he does bring authenticity to the channel because of the fact that he is.
That's a ball. They're away.
He is a diehard gooner.
He is, yeah.
Oh, what's a miss?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's been going donkeys, to be fair.
But you bumped into him loads of times, Shez, didn't you?
Sorry?
I bet you bumped into him loads of times, haven't you, Ty?
Oh, yeah, he's a nice little fella. He's all right.
He's a good lad.
Yeah.
I think he is so passionate. I don't think he's got anything else in his life at Arsenal, and I respect him for that.
He goes to all the reserve games and everything.
Yeah,
fair play to him.
He's the biggest gooner I know.
Big up to Lawrence again. I'm going to watch the Bias Premier League show. Don't bother. Waste of time. See if Ty is on. And if he is, then shame on Robbie for not kicking him off. But Lawrence is like, he's not having Ty, bruv. Lawrence has said no. He's not having him. Lawrence said no, not today, not on my watch.
No, come on, Lawrence, mate. He didn't talk about. He didn't say we drew against Sunderland because it was raining, did he?
We mustn't forget it's been raining.
It was raining that game as well.
Yeah, it was.
I think the thing is with Ty, fair play to him. He's very, very, very passionate, and he does do some silly things, because I think he may have done his fan cam yesterday, but to walk out and confront a load of Sunderland fans, I think you're asking for a bit of grief. That is why I think the security guard did the right thing, pushed him away, got him out of the situation. If that guy hadn't have been there, he'd have probably got slapped up.
Yeah, exactly.
It would either be a sneak punch or it would be like one down the pipe.
Yeah.
25 yards down the pipe.
I think the security guard, I think it saved him, really. I know it was a bit harsh, but if he hadn't have been there, he could have ended up.
He hurt him, though, didn't he? All he did was push him away.
He might have found it humiliating because of his age and everything, but the other day, coppers do that when they're trying to get you out of the situation. They have to be assertive.
Yeah,
it's like Jay said. If that had been Millwall, that would have been it'd been a little bit of a different issue there.
Big up Daryl, man. Why are there folks who like Arteta? 6 years, 1 billion, no titles in 5.5. Any top club around the world would have sacked him years ago. Most top clubs wouldn't have hired him, mate.
Yeah.
Let's just be real with it, Daryl. Daryl, do you want him at Everton?
But
Because he's basically Moisey, isn't he? He's closer to Moyes than he is than Pep.
Lee,
Or Wenger.
this is the thing. Top Gunners want to go, well, y'all just want Arteta out. And I'll tell you this: if Arteta leaves, the next manager comes in and he can't get the job done, he can go too.
Yeah.
I think people think, oh, yeah, just this Arteta thing. No, this is a winning thing for me. This is a success. When you spend the money that we've allocated and spent over the years, and you don't have the last time we won a title, I had a face full of hair and a head full of hair.
Yeah, and Jez was my age.
Yeah, Jez was our age.
Jez, you ain't gonna thank me for saying this, but I have got photographic evidence of you as a rocker?
Oh
He
dear.
looked like he was the English Calafiore.
Oh dear.
Jezza.
Oh dear, that's not good.
I've got photographic evidence. You know what I mean? It's like, Jezza, I can't believe it. But yeah, it's one of those things where, let's face it, I always say when you're at Arsenal, you have to win trophies. You have to, you can't look down on other clubs and call yourself a big club. You have to win trophies. That's why, despite the fact Newcastle were called a big club, they didn't win anything since 1969. They now can call themselves a big club. Spurs, traditionally a massive club, but they have to win trophies. They have to win in Europe, and they have. It's now Arsenal's turn because it's too long without silverware. We're too. Let's just take the just be practical. That team's too good not to win their trophy.
Facts.
Yep.
Too
On
good.
that bombshell, I'm going to redirect to the Lee Reacts channel. This game is mad, literally end to end.
Big up, everyone.
But big up to Scotty as well. Yeah, here Legoland are hiring. Yeah, man, he could be the face. Jezza Fiore. Jezza Fiore. That's a good one. Jezza Fiore, mate.
No.
Jezza Fiore.
No.
What you got coming up, Jezza? Shout your channel out, mate. Pinned comment with all the lads' links.
Tomorrow night with the old school show. We're going to be talking about this little lot, Dial Square, the foundation of the club, boys.
Hey, when's the next quiz?
Next week.
Christmas.
I haven't seen it. I have never heard of him since old Mems, whatever. So
Mims Creamer, where's he gone? He
wouldn't do Arsenal Man United school questions.
I wrote it. I wrote the whole quiz, but no.
He's disappeared though, hasn't he? Mims, I ain't seen him for ages.
He's a Man United fan, isn't
I ain't seen him.
Yeah, Man United, just right there.
I hope he's all right. But anyway, no, next week, Kenny, I'm going to do one. It's purely Arsenal.
I'll tell you one thing. Big up Shane. Last couple of shows I've done with him. Obviously, I won't be able because of football commitments. Because next week I'm at the boxing. But we're talking about the world greatest managers, and before that, we're talking about the world greatest, the best World Cup winning teams. And it's I still say Sir Alex, Rinus Michels, and Bob Paisley are my favourite managers of all time.
No.
I rate Bob Paisley higher than Bill Shankly on the basis of what Bob Paisley won in those 8 years at Liverpool, 1974 to 83. 3 European Cups.
I'll have to agree with that.
Title, UEFA Cup.
Yeah.
For me, Bob Paisley is the best English manager I've ever seen.
There we go. What you got coming up, DJ? Bless up, mate.
I'm on the OGs tonight with Aaron. And then Tuesday, do me retro show, me and Shane, and then the old school, Jezza. Nothing Wednesday because I'm busy Wednesday. Thursday, doing the chat on Thursday, and then all good. So thanks a lot, Lee, as always. Thanks to the chat, and it's always a pleasure to be here with all you guys. Thank you very much. Look forward to these Monday nights.
Yeah, bless up, man. Jez, who's the only Finnish player to play for Arsenal? When it Mark Poon? Is he Finnish?
No, he's Estonian.
Yeah. That's close enough, isn't it? I have no idea. I have no idea. Matty.
I can't put that in the quiz now because Kenny knows the answer.
He's not Finnish, he's Estonian. What you got coming up, mate? I was Cole Jenkinson. Of course, it fucking is.
I'd have lost that money if somebody had to put a bet on that one.
I don't know what part of Sweden. What part of Finland is he from? Harlow.
We got mini Finland out here. We got little mini Finland up the road in Fengarola.
Well, are they market opportunities?
Oh yeah, 100. Yeah,
that's what.
Yeah.
That's what.
What you got coming up, mate?
We're probably trying to get with Tony Clark Gunner. We've been trying to get together to do a show together, but because we hadn't done one in ages, so we'll probably do one at some point this week, and just catch up. I hate these international breaks because I missed watching the boys. I know you do, Kenny. But you know, I finally got some time off, and I can actually enjoy watching a couple of games. And now we on.
Hey,
Watch La Liga 2.
Well,
Watch the women's
I
team.
gotta try to find it, man. It's hard to find a Liga 2 live over here. You gotta start sending me.
Nah, mate.
Got the Ashes,
I'll just
coming up.
Mate, I swear, I'll just set up a StreamYard link. Yeah, just add the game into the back like we do on match day.
Hey,
You just log in and just watch it.
Do they have cricket in America?
Got the Ashes coming up.
If they do, I don't know anything about it, Ken. That's not saying that it's.
You're not interested in cricket,
but I don't. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I know what a dibbly dobbly is.
Well, because I told you what a dibbly dobbly is.
That's also a country term down here too. We use that when we talk about people that can't figure out what they want to do.
Do they have the word pork chop in the United States?
No, we had to use pork. We eat pork chops, but I hadn't said we don't throw around pork chops.
Hey,
Kenny, what you got coming up, mate?
Well, I'm with Jez tomorrow. Old school show last week was absolutely brilliant, by the way. Jez, just saying, I enjoyed myself. I always enjoy myself in the old school show. Then I don't know what's happening with DG. I'm definitely with DJB. And wait for it. Roll the drums. Me, yours truly, is going to be at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium watching Chris Eubank, Conor Benn 2.
What a waste of time.
I know, because you know I was going to. Oh yeah, I roll the drums, and then all of a sudden, you know, he's sounded like a DJ that was playing a tune, and he just took the record out and said, "This is shit."
Hey, Kenny, make sure you sanitize your clothes.
I've got no interest in that boxing match other than it's just nothing on it.
DJB, if you don't want to watch the fight, I always say BBC One strictly.
No, that's even worse, mate. That's even worse.
Just go and watch Arsenal against Sunderland. They were doing that on the pitch.
Let me say something now. All of us were watching strictly when Paul Merson and Tony Adams was on it. Now, Tony Adams was dancing like Shaggy, like he looked like Shaggy out of Scooby-Doo. And Paul Merson was dancing how he walks. And it was quite embarrassing watching those two dance. But at least you've got to support the boys.
There you go.
And the women are lovely.
Yeah. I'm going to go and redirect to this game that I'm 33 minutes late for. Don't worry.
That's good for you.
Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it?
An hour and 33 minutes.
Yeah, sometimes I miss the complete show. The show with Runts tomorrow is at 7:30 instead of 3:00. So make sure you check that at 7:30 in the evening. Straight after that.
At least we know Rex won't be watching Married at First Sight then.
Straight after that, I'll be watching Real Madrid women versus Paris FC women Champions League.
Big up.
So yeah, come on, that's how we roll. And then on Wednesday, it's Wednesday Arsenal play against Bayern Munich, the women's team.
Champions League.
That's at 6:45 in the evening, UK.
Is it on TV?
I have no idea. I'll find it here. Yeah, they'll have it here.
What about England game? You haven't announced the England game against Serbia.
When's that?
I think it's on Thursday, and then England are playing their last game with the qualifiers on Sunday.
To be honest, I'll probably watch. Well, I'm just looking now. I'll probably watch Andorra, Albania. No, I might actually watch that England game because Spain ain't playing that day. Friday, Spain are playing. When does Spain play? Spain ain't playing. When did they?
I know. Like the other home nations teams playing next week.
So Spain plays Saturday against Georgia. Oh well, we'll be there for that. At least we get to watch proper football. Then next Tuesday they're playing Turkey. They banged them 6-0 last time away.
All right, so I'll be the only one watching the boxing on Saturday.
What time's that kicking off?
Oh, the first fight is probably going to be about 5:30, but the first televised fight's at 6:30.
Enjoy.
Okay, so ring walk about 9-10 o'clock then.
Yeah,
enjoy.
Oh yeah, I'll probably put that boxing on. Listen, rate the other channel. Sub to all the guys: Jez's Arsenal, DJB Arsenal Huddle, Southern Guna Matty, Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta. All links are pinned in the pinned comment. Lee reacts as well, and raid the chat. La Liga 2 is still 0-0, but they're both having a go. That's how I watch this league. None of this park the bus shit out here, mate. What's the cost that is? Oh, yeah, what a save. That would have been a sick header as well. Get this game on. F the international break. We're watching proper ball. I'm out. See you later. Let's thank everyone who's liked, shared, commented, donated, subbed, all that good stuff. Laters.
Take care.
So deep.